Hello. We are literally jumping straight into it. This is a short tutorial for this week. Some people had asked me to do this style, and I honestly feel like it turned out better the first time. But the thing is, I used a different gel the first time I did this style, and I didn't think that it left like a bunch of residue, but I'm not finna come on here looking white and flaky for y'all. So I used straight aloe vera gel this time, and it didn't lead to it being as flat, but we still made it work. So first I'm going through and spraying my hair with some rose water. We just want to have our hair moist. We do not want to have our hair soaking wet, because then our hair will never dry in this ponytail. Then I'm going through and adding some oil to my hair just to add a little bit of moisture into it before I put it into the style. Grabbing my comb, I'm straightening up my part a little bit, and if you have a widow's peak like me, comment down below. The widow's peak struggle is so real. Like, I swore this part was in the middle of my head, and I'm looking in the mirror later like, is my head crooked? Then I'm taking some aloe vera gel and I'm just spreading that across the part. I don't really gel my whole head down. I just take whatever is excess and put that on the back of my head, but I focus the majority of the gel on the front because the back of my hair don't got nothing to do with me, okay? It's like a mullet. Business in the front, party in the back. If you looking too hard behind my back, that's your business. That's not mine. I'm going in and add a little bit more water. I should have honestly used like my regular spray bottle for this. I sat here and wasted my rose water, but sometimes we just gotta do what we gotta do. Another thing that I'm doing differently this time compared to when I did the first time is that I'm taking the front portion of my hair and kind of moving it out the way. And I'm going to deal with that a little bit later. But first, I'm taking the back portion of my hair and smoothing that into a ponytail. When you have thick locks, obviously, you have to really pay attention to how you're placing your locks. One, for them to lay flat, and two, because you don't want it to be pulling on any portion of your nape, your edges, any of that. So while I do want it to be looking flat and bow and down, I don't want it to be hurting me. So I take my time making sure that I have the placement correct. I was looking in the viewfinder here because I didn't even have a mirror, y'all. The camera was my mirror this day, but look how I made it work. You can't hold me down. Now that I have the back of my head complete, I am going to grab a little bit, keyword little bit, of this edge booster edge control. If you do not want to use this, do not come in my comments telling me about residue and your hair is going to be stuck and your hair is going to be this and your hair is going to be that. Like, the beauty of it is that you don't have to use it, y'all. Hey, if you want to use oil and water, you can do that too. Castor oil actually gets your hair super slick down. My scalp just doesn't like it. We are going in now and brushing down the front of that hair and pulling out my baby hairs. In the meantime, one thing I will say about aloe vera gel, y'all, my hair be fighting it. So depending on what texture hair you have and how wet your hair is, you might need to add a little bit more gel in addition to just keeping brushing and like flattening it down with your hands. That's what you see me doing right here. Again, with thick locks, you really have to make sure you're feeling and seeing where each lock is placed so that it's not only flat, but it's comfortable for you. This is another thing that I changed compared to the first time. This time, I literally just pinned that front piece of hair to the back instead of trying to force it into a ponytail, because I get headaches super duper easily and I don't want a headache. I'd rather have it pinned and have it kind of be a little let's call it a ponytail. I'd rather have it be a ponytail than forcing my hair to the back for the sake of a style that's only gonna last a couple days, okay? I repeated the same thing on the opposite side, obviously. Again, smoothing that down. I love how my hair looks when I'm smoothing it down. Obviously, you would not do this on a fresh retwist. This is like, I need my hair done type style. But I still feel like it looks so cute, and it gives me that nostalgic, I have loose natural hair feeling without the hassle of combing out my locks or going back to my loose natural hair. So it's a win-win. I went through and added a little bit more gel and smoothed my locks down with the brush and my hands. And at my right side, it was being a little problematic this day, okay? I think that my right side is bulkier with my locks for some reason. That's also the side that I don't typically, like, all my hair is usually on the right side of my head, and so it's a little bit fuller. But after I did that and checked my bobby pin placement, I started to pull my baby hairs out again. I'm not sure how they got back in. Don't ask me. I don't know. This is like real time of me doing my hair and the real process. Sometimes we just be doing stuff and we don't know why we're doing it. But I always pull my baby hairs out before I get to actually laying them down. I'm laying them down with that edge booster. Once again, that's what I always use to lay my edges. And I'm just giving myself a little swoop-de-doop, and we're going to keep it going on both sides. This is what it's looking like before. You know we got to get the scarf and lay it down. Of course. I grab my scarf. I tie it tight enough to lay my hair down. But please do not tie it so tight that you get a headache. Please, we do not want that. We do not want that. We do not want that. This is what it's looking like after I take my scarf off after about 20 minutes. As you can see, the bobby pins are right there, but who's gonna say something? They not gonna clock our ponytail. They are not gonna clock our ponytail. If you have longer locks or even locks that are less thick, it will probably be easier to get all of your hair straight into the ponytail without having it pull on anything. But this works for me, and for now it's a low tension style. So I'm gonna keep it going like that. Hey, I hope y'all enjoyed watching this super quick video. If you have thick locks and are trying to get them into a ponytail, try this method out. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.